Hi, we are at Le Petit Sommelier, the very popular classic French restaurant located in Paris that boasts of over 900 wines on their wine list. Welcome to Sonal Holland Wine TV. Today we are going to talk about how do you go about choosing a wine when you're handed over a wine list with an extensive selection to choose from. Your first natural instinct, of course, would be to reach out to the sommelier, and that's perfectly fine. Le Petit Sommelier, for example, has 3 great expert sommeliers on the premises. However, if you want to be in charge of your own selection or are at a restaurant that doesn't have a sommelier, here are the 3 key things that you may want to consider. So the first thing is to decide what is the food that you're after. And when you're looking at that, it's not so much about trying to pair the white meat with the white wine or the red meat with the red wine. I would think more about the weight, the texture, the method of cooking, the overall the most dominant sort of a flavor of that dish. So for example, if you are having a grilled fish, I would even choose to have a light Pinot Noir from Burgundy or even New Zealand, or for that matter, even a Beaujolais, a really good quality Beaujolais, which is much lighter in style. Whereas if you are looking at eating a tuna steak, which is also heavier, I would probably venture out into slightly more medium-bodied reds, like a Merlot or a Chilean Syrah even. Alternatively, if you are looking at a roast chicken or a veal steak, nothing should stop you from being able to order a nice, full, maybe like a Viognier from Northern Rhone, or a Burgundian Oak Chardonnay, which are much fuller, much deeper, and much more flavorful, which will really pair nicely with these dishes. The second point you want to think about is whether you want to order by the bottle or the glass. Personally, I prefer to always order by the bottle. Some places have a good selection of wines by the glass, but generally, more often than not, the markups on by the glass selections are more, and therefore as a consumer you are likely to find better value when you order by the bottle, especially when you're in a place like Le Petit Sommelier that has such a fantastic collection of wines by the bottle. Why would you even bother? Just splurge a little, go ahead, go order by the bottle and have a great time. The third point to really think about is when you look at a very extensive wine list, look for those hidden gems. Everybody needs to have a Bordeaux. Everybody needs to have a Burgundy on their wine list. But you don't really, so look out for those odd gems. If I was in France, for example, here now, I would try a Savagniers from the Loire Valley. I would try a Bandol. I would try a Cornas. So these are wines that you don't necessarily, there's no pressure to have them on the wine list, but really there's somebody out there who's doing some thinking, and there's a very definite reason these wines feature on those wine lists. So generally when I look at price points, you don't go absolutely at the top end, and neither do you look at the absolute bottom end. Where I like to look for is the high quality, boutique, handcrafted, artisanal wines that generally hover around the mid-range in terms of pricing, and that's where you're likely to find an amazing value and a real bang for your buck. I hope these were handy tips, and I hope you will use them the next time you're looking to choose your wines while at a restaurant. Happy drinking!